morning, rise and shine. It is Monday, September the 9th. I'm Wesh 2 First Warning Meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together every day, just about 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather. Hopefully, this connection will be a little bit better. I'm instead of being right next to the airplane hangar, I've kind of pulled away and I'm doing it a little further away from all the big metal buildings. So you'll have to let me know if this is better than the last time we did Coffee Talk at the airport. I apologize for that. I can tell you though, I'm already looking at our tower cam trip. Here's a live look outside, see what's doing. This is Ocala. Not that I was going to go to Ocala. I was actually going to try and head over to see my brother, and he's over in St. Pete, and it's kind of a little crummy out. A little bit of low cloudiness, even some fog. Yeah, so there's that. Let's pull up the visibility numbers around Central Florida. Oh, cool. My keyboard's not working, so that's fun. All right, here's visibility. All right, interesting. Oh, this is so fun. Computer's fighting me. It's a Monday, so it's to be expected. But you can see very clearly there, some of those visibility numbers drop just a little bit. 5 miles in Wildwood, 7 miles in Ocala, which that's safe to fly, but low clouds are also playing in. So there is that we get to deal with this morning. All right. Quiet start to the day, at least over top of us, right? We did have those big downpours the last couple of days. Here's a look at our live radar now, and we've got like some sprinkles around. No big deal, though, thankfully. Here's a look at temperatures. Upper 70s, mid to upper 70s. Here's a look at our 12-hour forecast. Not much to speak of this morning. A few showers, lots of clouds over top of us, and yeah, there's going to be some afternoon showers and thunder showers. So yeah, Matt says safe to fly, but no fun to fly. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to do anything not fun. Period. So if I have to go to Vero for breakfast, I'll go to Vero. We'll figure it out. But at any rate, hey, protein is good this morning. The coffee's delicious. And we've got some low clouds. It is what it is. On a Monday coverage of showers and thunder showers today. It's not going to be a washout of a day, but yeah, we are going to have those storms to deal with. We can handle that, right? When we look at the overall forecast for today, temperatures are going to get nice and warm. You know, the morning cloud cover is going to burn off. We'll get up to about the upper 80s, lower 90s. But let's do this. Let's dial up our futurecast model. And let's see what it's going with for today. And of course, we've got a lot to talk about in the tropics, so we'll get there. But here's a look at Futurecast, all right? And 8, 9 o'clock, we see some of those showers around, lots of clouds around. 12 o'clock, we're good. But then into about 1 o'clock, there's that East Coast sea breeze starting up. 2, 3 p.m., showers and thunder showers. 4, 5 o'clock, widespread stormy weather. And 6, 7, 8 o'clock, things are gradually working off toward the west. So we get widespread rains across central Florida. Some of those could be soakers, could get into some flooding concerns, which is why, once again today, big surprise, right? We're watching that threat for some flooding. So there you go. All right. Sound good? Sound good? That's where we're at for today. Next couple of days, obviously also there. And I would just add, and I just got like a fun email. Tomorrow morning, only a 40% chance of good weather for the Polaris Dawn mission lifting off. Okay. I would say that I got an email this morning from our morning executive producer saying, hey, can you plan on being TV ready by 3? Seriously? Lawrence says I'm still breaking up. All right. Well, I'll keep trying different things. Eventually, I'm going to figure out what will work. This used to work fine. All right. So for the Polaris Dawn, it is what it is. All right. All right. So, tropics. Obviously, that's what everybody's curious about. The big game in town, of course, is potential tropical cyclone 6. It's this little bubble up here out in the Gulf of Mexico. We haven't had a ton of named storms this year. We've had 5, average is about 7. This is going to be something certainly that we will need to be watching. Recon was in there. They were looking this morning to see if it was organized enough for upgrading from a potential tropical system to an actual tropical system. As of now, intermediate advisory, we've not gotten there for the requirements. But that said, we do suspect that this developing Hurricane Center's official forecast is bringing it up to Category 1 intensity, and then making landfall Wednesday into Thursday. Now, I would add to this that that's probably on the lower end of the spectrum for tropical development, right? When the density model really is trying to take this to a stronger level. So definitely is going to be one of those things that we'll have to watch. And of course, we've got models. So let's look and see what some of the models are doing. Let's start with of what's ahead for this thing. All right. So here's the Futurecast model. I would also let me also just say, so I think my next thing is probably, by the way, maybe I'll try to do Coffee Talk inside the building here. And by doing it inside the building, maybe I'll hop on their Wi-Fi. So that the next time I fly in the morning, I'm going to try and do it inside the building instead of in my car. So I apologize if the internet is not good. I'm going to try something else next time. I'm just going to keep trying stuff until we can get a decent Coffee Talk here at the airport. We'll figure this out. All right, so here's our Futurecast model, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it kind of auto follow the storm. So from that to that, and then see camera that. Okay, and that. Give me a second. That's the thing. I love when the internet is not great. All right, we're not even going to do it that way. Stop. We're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. Wesh has a Starlink. It's big and bulky. All right, so here's the latest run of Futurecast, and let's just run this through time and watch how by like as early as this afternoon, our Futurecast model is showing it becoming a hurricane, right? That is definitely quicker than most of the global guidance, and so I think that's an outlier of sorts. I think our Futurecast model has been pretty good here recently. All right, so we'll continue to roll this through time. And my buddy Roberto mentioned, and I think that this is so funny. He said it looks like it's money, and I think that to that point we'll see here through time that not only does this thing become a stronger hurricane than the forecast is, at least according to our model, but it does avoid Texas. But watch where it's going. So at this point, that's Wednesday, 7:30 at night, coming in for a landfall near Lake Charles, Baton Rouge area. There's Lake Charles on the left. This is one run of one model, but nevertheless, it's worth at least looking at. Okay, you're getting force winds right through the bayou there, right through central Louisiana. At this point, it looks like, the hurricane force winds would be avoiding New Orleans, but Baton Rouge for sure is getting into those stronger winds. So that's our 6Z Futurecast model, okay? Thinking that this probably becomes Hurricane Fran. All right, let's switch over, look at the American GFS model. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to look at the 6C run, and we're going to zoom it in and get in just as far as we can here. All right, so we'll zoom in, and it's trying to form. Notice this is already tomorrow morning, not intensified much. Our futurecast says it becomes a hurricane today. The GFS is a much slower burn, probably getting into hurricane status here by Wednesday, and then of course into Wednesday, Thursday, becoming a hurricane and getting strong enough that it could be getting close to Cat 2, even stronger. Have to watch that, right? So here's the GFS run, and it's putting hurricane force winds close to Baton Rouge, right? We'll just zoom in to give you an idea, right? There's Baton Rouge there on the top of the screen, bringing those strong tropical storm force winds and even potential hurricane force winds into Baton Rouge. So that's the GFS run. Let's take a look at the European model, kind of get an idea and see what this is doing here. The 6E run is the most recent run of the European model. And the European has been pretty consistent as well. Notice it's very slow, even slower than the GFS for development. Look at that. There it goes, though, by about Wednesday morning, trying to become a hurricane. And that's as far out as the 6E model run goes, but you can see very clearly it's wanting to bring it to hurricane status. So I think it's safe to say that if we have friends or family in Louisiana, we need to make sure that they're ready for a hurricane, because it certainly looks to be that case. All right? It seems to be on the money. I don't trust any model more than another, only as to say something we're going to have to watch. Not for us in Central Florida, but for our friends and family out there. Okay? So it's tough, man. It's tough. All right? So to that point, next couple of days, if we've got friends or family out there, we need to be watching the tropics very, very closely. Elsewhere in the tropics, all right, we've got a couple of other areas to watch. There's potential tropical cyclone 6, which is in the Bay of Campeche, and then 2 areas with a medium chance of development in the open Atlantic. Okay? All right. Questions, comments, concerns? Anything at all? Want to make sure we've got... I can't make all your dreams come true, but I could at least make sure that we get our weather questions answered. Exactly. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, anything? You sound like Max Headroom. No, John, I'm on my cell phone Wi-Fi, which it used to be fine in this spot. I don't know why it isn't anymore. So what I'm going to do is the next time I'm here at the airport, I'm just going to go inside and use their Wi-Fi. It is what it is. Yeah. Storm surge into New Orleans. It, such a Oh man. When the internet dies. I love this so much. I love this so much. My apologies, friends. When the internet dies. So we'll do a full tracking the tropics deal tomorrow. We'll do a longer coffee. I apologize. Clearly the internet is not good. So hailing frequency is closed. I know. I'm going to, next time I'm here at the airport, I'm going to do it from the inside. So I'll wrap it up. We basically got through what we needed to get through for today. My apologies. I'm going to try something else next time. Sorry, guys. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. All right.